Hello everyone, and welcome once again. I'm thrilled you're here because today, we're diving deep into a very useful and often misunderstood part of the English language, phrasal verbs. These little combinations of words can seem tricky at first, but with the right examples and context, you'll soon be using them with ease and confidence in everyday conversations. Throughout this session, we will explore several phrasal verbs that come with a variety of meanings, depending on how and where they are used. Let's begin by talking about a familiar expression, turn in. Now, if someone says they're going to turn in, what they usually mean is that they're getting ready to sleep. It's a polite and casual way to say that they're heading off to bed, especially at the end of a long and tiring day. On the other hand, turn in can also mean to submit something. Imagine you're a student and your teacher asks you to turn in your homework or project. That simply means you should hand it over or submit it for grading. And there's more. The same phrase can be used when we're dealing with authorities. For example, if someone finds a lost wallet or any other item on the street and doesn't know who it belongs to, they might take it to the nearest police station and turn it in. This is a responsible act, returning something valuable to the rightful owner, or at least making sure it's in the hands of officials. Taking it a step further, turn in can also be used when someone decides to report a person who may have committed a crime. For instance, if you discover that someone close to you has done something illegal and you choose to report it, you are turning that person in to the authorities. Another interesting angle is when we say someone turned into something or someone else. This is where we move from action to transformation. Maybe you thought your friend was very kind, but over time, their behavior changed so drastically that they turned into a completely different person. You might say, he turned into a stranger or even something dramatic like a monster, just to emphasize how much they changed. And change can happen in the opposite direction too. Someone who was once cold and distant might turn into your closest companion. Now, shifting to another powerful phrase, turn on. This small change of word can completely alter the meaning. Let's begin with a basic example, turning on the lights. It's something we do daily, often without thinking. But when you say someone turned on the charm, or turned on the excitement in a conversation, it takes on a more figurative meaning. It means they became more engaging, more lively. There's also a deeper emotional or romantic layer to turn on, which refers to a sense of attraction. But the same phrase can be used in a much more innocent way, like when you say, someone turned me on to a new book, a new movie, or even a new hobby. This simply means that person introduced you to something that you ended up enjoying. Moving along, we have turn over. A phrase that can signify change, surrender, or even a fresh beginning. For instance, when someone says they're going to turn over a new leaf, it means they're planning to make positive changes in their life, leaving behind old habits and adopting better ones. Similarly, turning over a suspect to the authorities has the same implication as turning someone in, it's about handing them over. But in a business context, you might hear about turning over profits or turning over responsibilities to someone else. Each setting brings a new layer of meaning to the phrase. Then there's the commonly used hook up. In the most straightforward sense, you might hook up a device to electricity, like setting up your washing machine or television. In casual speech, though, this phrase often refers to meeting someone socially or romantically. It can even mean helping someone out. If you say you hooked your friend up with some books or some free stuff, it means you provided them with something useful, perhaps even as a favor. Finally, let's talk about work out. A phrase that's so flexible and widely used. You can work out in the gym to improve your physical health, lifting weights, doing cardio, staying active. But workout also refers to solving problems or figuring things out. Maybe you were worried about a situation, but eventually, it worked out fine. That means everything resolved itself or turned out well. You might work out a disagreement with a friend, or work out a complicated situation at work. It implies effort, but also success. And as we continue to explore and practice these phrasal verbs, remember that the key to mastering them lies in understanding them within real-life situations. Try to recall moments in your life where one of these could apply. The more you connect language with your experiences, the easier it becomes to speak naturally and fluently. Throughout this session, we've looked at how a small change in a preposition can shift the entire meaning of a phrase. From turning in to turning over, from hooking up devices to helping friends, from working out problems to finding resolutions, phrasal verbs are all around us. They bring color, depth, and clarity to our communication. So keep listening, keep observing, and don't be afraid to try these out in your daily conversations. With regular use and exposure, these will soon become second nature. Thank you for staying with me and investing your time in learning something that will genuinely help you grow in English fluency. I'll be back with more phrases, examples, and tips to help you become more confident in your spoken and written English. Until next time, keep practicing and keep growing.